mediocrity shows in both ways. They give you opportunity, you misuse it. They give you opportunity, you underuse it. It's mediocrity both ways.
I think it's the circumstances we find ourselves in this country. You can say the economy probably has affected us in some certain ways.
Many people who have nothing to say pretend to be gentle. So people who don't have money feel that modesty, they call it modesty. When a man, another name for poverty is humility.
It is better for you to manage than not to have anything. So it is better for you to have rice and garri at home. Cook the rice in the morning, drink the garri in the afternoon.
Nigerians celebrating mediocrity all in the name of managing. I've seen that a lot of the time. For example, I go out with someone and somebody says, "Oh, pick what you want," and then you think you are being what's the word now? Humble by going for the least of these. Oh, come on, baby. Now, if you now decide that because this guy has given you a blank check, that you can now, it's your opportunity to be able to do. You can tell. Mediocrity shows in both ways. They give you opportunity, you misuse it. They give you opportunity, you underuse it. It's mediocrity both ways.
I'll use one word for that. I will not say much on it. It's poverty. Poverty. I know a lot of people. When I say poverty, I want to leave it for you, whoever is listening, to attach whatever meaning you want to attach to it or interpretation from poverty. Because in Nigeria presently, you can see clearly how the elites, the bourgeoisies, the wealthy people, they use poverty as a tool to maneuver and disorganize and fool the poor masses, and at the end of the day they get away with all these things. And we who are let me not even include myself, even though I may not be rich, the poor, they are vulnerable, and because they are vulnerable, they tend to fall prey to these antics of the rich, and they no longer see what these rich people do as ills in society any longer. Rather, they begin to admire and copy and begin to tend I think the right word is they begin to celebrate these ills that are being ills and evil that are being done in society by these bourgeoisies and elites.
I think it's the circumstances we find ourselves in this country. You can say the economy probably has affected us in some certain ways.
I think it's just poverty.
We celebrate mediocrity and think we are trying to manage. No. We are too used to mediocrity in the Nigerian society.
The economy itself has affected every aspect of our life in this country. Not everybody can fulfill their entire potential because you need to be motivated in certain ways. You may be career driven, it may be something that you want to achieve personally, but I think personal motivation is the best kind of motivation because you give it all your best because you are doing it for yourself. But I think in Nigeria as a whole, money is a major factor, So the thing is that the way the country is now, of course, people want to grow themselves, want to improve in themselves personally. But when you infuse money into that motivation, trust me, you get the best result.
To my own side of thinking, mediocrity means the average, the probability of being average or ordinary, right? So it is better for you to manage than not to have anything. Do you get? That is why 95% of average people means those that are not rich and are not poor. They are just in the middle. You get? They are not rich, they are not poor. They can have 2 square meals in a day, but they are still fine as long as they are not begging from people. So it is a must they celebrate it because I am still living fine without begging from others. So it is better for you to have rice and garri at home. Cook the rice in the morning, drink the garri in the afternoon. Or let me do this way. You have rice and beans at home. You can't cook the rice and beans together at a time, because if you have 5 cups of garri, 5 cups of rice, 5 cups of beans. It is better you cook rice in the morning and cook the beans in the night. You can use the beans to take garri, you can buy bread. That is what we call average. That is what we call being average and ordinary. So it's better like that.
You know, many people who have nothing to say pretend to be gentle. So people who don't have money feel that modesty, they call it modesty. When a man, another name for poverty is humility.
Let me just say, just the situation of the country. The situation of the country presently, they want to let me manage you because I wouldn't want to exhaust everything and I don't know what's going to come up tomorrow. So some people are not naturally, some people are lazy. So just if one have to really work hard, if it's work hard, all the issue of this mediocrity thing will not come into play.
When someone says, for example, you are going to have a meal with a wealthy person and you're going there is a level of dressing you should dress to be able to attend that meeting. You say things like, no, it's not necessary. Don't do what you cannot afford. If the person will help you, the person will help you. Uncle, auntie, men judge by outward appearance. Men judge a book by its cover. Don't play mediocrity. Don't play small. Do what you have to do to get to where you have to go.
When you know somebody who is humble, is when somebody is rich and he exhibits that humility. That is sincere humility. But Nigerians or people pretend to be humble because the way we there to show what they can do is not there. It's just like a dumb person pretending to be silent when others are speaking. If you don't know him or her before, you end up saying he's a gentleman. You find it's very, very reticent. He doesn't speak. But when he knows how to talk from birth, from nature, whatever happens, he must speak out. So people pretend to be humble because what makes them to show what they are is not there. That's exactly why people pretend to be celebrate mediocrity in the name of I don't have money. And for me, that is why people celebrate mediocrity out of poverty.